The phrase laboratory mouse is a phrase we hear a lot, especially in the field of scientific research. Researchers and scientists always use mice to conduct their scientific, clinical, and medical experiments. Any new experiment we want to see its results, we first try it on mice. Any new medicine that appears for the first time, and we want to know its effect, whether positive or negative, we also go and try it on mice. As if these mice were not created except for experiments. The Foundation for Medical Research, or FBR, issued statistics saying that more than 95% of the animals that are experimented on in laboratories are rats and mice. Why do they take the lead in any medical research that relies on laboratory experiments in general? The question that arises is why mice? Why not rabbits, dogs, frogs, or any other creature? Why mice in particular? And have mice really contributed through these experiments to discovering a cure for incurable diseases such as diabetes, Alzheimer's, and some cancers? Is the frequent use of mice by researchers in laboratories possible? Does it affect their number in nature and cause their extinction or not? The truth is that scientists use mice specifically in experiments. It is not a matter of coincidence or targeting mice or anything. The whole idea is that mice are distinguished by certain characteristics that are not found in any other creature. These characteristics are very suitable for the nature of laboratory experiments that attract doctors and researchers. For example, first of all, mice are small in size, and therefore it is easy to keep them in laboratories. In addition, they adapt easily to any place they are in. In addition, they multiply very quickly and are available in large numbers all the time. Here, someone might ask a question. Don't rabbits also multiply quickly and their size is reasonable? Yes, they are a little larger than ovens, but that does not prevent them from serving the purpose. Why then are rabbits not used instead of mice? In reality, the issue is not only about size and reproduction. There are other things that distinguish mice that give them the lead in being present in laboratories. One of the most important reasons for this is that mice have a short lifespan, meaning that the lifespan of poverty is usually 2 or 3 years at most. If you ask yourself and say, what is the benefit of something like this? The answer is that because of their short lifespan and that their life cycle is completed quickly, we can observe the effect of medicines and medical drugs on successive generations of mice within a short period of time. This means that we can see the effect of the medicine on the mouse, its son, and its son's son as well, and we come out with greater accuracy in research and experiments. In addition, the mouse as an animal is very cheap due to the ease of its trade. Mice are mammals that share many processes with humans. The genetic, biological, and natural characteristics of mice are very similar to the characteristics of humans, as well as most of the disease symptoms that appear in humans. In addition to all of this, mice share with humans many genes, genetic and behavioral characteristics. The genes that were modified are very similar to the genes responsible for causing humans to suffer from serious diseases such as cancer. Therefore, by conducting experiments and modifications to these genes, we can understand the chemistry that occurs inside the body. Another important thing about genes is that the genetic characteristics in mice do not differ between males and females. Both have the same characteristics, which means that whether you conduct an experiment on a male or a female, the result is the same in the end, which in turn makes experiments easier. The size of mice is very small, so dissecting their bodies is considered easy and simple for doctors. At the same time, the composition of the internal systems of mice, whether the digestive system, respiratory system, or circulatory system, is very similar to their counterparts in humans. In addition, tracking the path of drugs and their effect inside Fakra's body will be much simpler than trying to follow them inside the human body. Therefore, as long as there is an animal that I already know every detail of its body, why would I give it up and think about getting another animal? Why should I look for an alternative as long as I have it? A guaranteed thing indeed. So, are there diseases that mice actually have a role in one way or another, in helping humans find a cure for? In fact, we have dozens of examples, and we would not be exaggerating if we said that mice had a role in the emergence of all the medicines that we use today. Mice have been used in studying high blood pressure and diabetes, and they have been used in studies of behavior, nerves, aging, and everything related to nutrition and genetics, in addition to their use in finding solutions to diseases such as respiratory problems, heart attacks, Alzheimer's, cancer, eye disease, and the human immunodeficiency virus known as AIDS, in addition to heart diseases and cases of spinal cord injury. They also had a noticeable role in obesity research and Parkinson's disease. You will also learn that mice are also used in treating addiction to anti-drugs. It contributes to eliminating addiction. Despite the major role that mice play in developing medicines and scientific research, there are many objections to their use in animal experiments. Animals like mice do not have laws that protect them and are exposed to very harsh conditions and poor treatment, such as not feeding them and deliberately causing them burns or wounds, in addition to causing them to contract diseases for the purpose of studying the effects of the disease and ways to recover from it. A large number of mice die after the end of the experiments. In another incident, it occurred with one of the drugs used to treat the heart. When it was tested on animals, it gave positive and successful results, but as soon as it was used on humans, more than 27,000 cases of heart disorders and attacks appeared. Of course, this is not a fixed rule. The cases in which the experiments were successful through mice are very huge in number compared to the cases in which abnormalities occurred. However, despite this, scientists are trying to completely exclude mice from laboratories, and not only mice, but also animals in general. One of the most important alternatives for scientists is the subject of cell culture in laboratories. One of the alternatives that are also used is to make a simulation through the computer. Modern technology has not left any field without adding a distinctive fingerprint to it, and scientists are currently able to use a digital simulation to know the long-term effect of toxic materials on the human body. This is the same mechanism that they use in the manufacture of creams, soap, makeup, and others. The results appear on the computer screen instead of being conducted practically on animals. Finally, what is called biochips has appeared, which are materials whose goal is to accelerate obtaining the results of experiments and also increase their effectiveness. And all of this within a period of time less than the usual known periods.